little bit. About as good as we're gonna get it. Well, good evening, everyone. This is Wolf Branch Homestead. Man, it's been a little bit since we've streamed the hummingbird feeders. We got to stream Baby Bunny visiting the other day. That was pretty fun. Our little wild cottontail that likes to come up. And I haven't had a chance really to stream the hummingbird feeders just because it's been pretty rainy or we've been really busy around here, so we haven't had much time. But we're trying to get where we can stream them as often as possible because here in September they're going to be making their way back southward for migration. So they're going to be really busy for a while. And then come October, probably mid-October, we're going to start seeing less and less of them until we don't see any more for the rest of the time. I know. I'm right here just doing the intro. I know you flew by. Come on. So we're on a different feeder right now because this is the busiest one. So there are 6 feeders out total right now. They are drinking a lot of nectar, and we're going to let them finish off this one here this evening. We've got a little bit left in the bottom there. I'll probably put another one out just to be safe. But for right now, this is the one that we're streaming just because this is the most active here, and hopefully you get to see quite a few birds. So Tiny Tim has moved away from this feeder. I'm not sure if he's at a different one, but right now it seems like there's a female that has taken control of this area. But other birds do come in because they've got so many scattered around that they're in different little areas, so we should see quite a bit of activity here. But again, sorry we haven't been streaming here lately, and hopefully we can enjoy them for just about a month more or so of pretty good activity, and then they'll start to slow down. So enjoy, everybody, and hope you've had a great week. it is. Give me just a minute. Hey, if you can hear me, everybody, I'll be right back on chat. I'm just going to see what he's barking at. He's got different barks for different things, so he is looking like he might see something. There's nothing there. I'm sorry I interrupted you at the feeder. I think he's just trying to get my attention because he's ready to go on a walk, but he goes on a walk now when it is dark, just so it'll be a little bit cooler. But I'm going to go back on chat here. And before I forget, welcome to everybody that's joining in. As we were mentioning earlier, right now there is a female taking control of this feeder. Sometimes other birds, yes. You're going to say no. That's rude. But right now it's mainly one female that's watching this feeder. We kind of see an even mixture. Most of the year it has been the males, but the females have been really bossy right now. And the one feeder down the road, it was a female controlling it most of the year. They do get into all the feeders. We have a bunch spread out right now. So you'll hear them a lot. Bye. There they went right there. She's up in this sweet gum tree. Come on. You're so silly. You just chase them off. Yeah, right there. There's 3 of them that cross paths. So she's up in a good position in this tree, looking down, watching everybody. And she kind of gets a view of kind of all over this one area. But again, we've got multiple feeders spread out, so they have the ability to go back and forth. There's also quite a few flowers in bloom still, so they've been visiting the flowers quite a lot and getting nectar from them. Come on. You're silly. You're not as sociable there as the other ones. You are a rude little bird. But I'm going to go back inside so they'll come back up. all that barking. It's very rude. Let's see. I had to step away from chat. I was looking at the feeders. Yeah, Traveler is actually on a different feeder. This is a separate one. The reason... Come on. That's a good bird. You got to sneak in there and get a drink. Wow, that little meanie, she's up there, can't see you. So this is not the female that controls this feeder. This is a different bird. This one has some pin feathers on top of the head. I'm about 2 feet away, so I'm being a little bit quiet and still. Yeah, you're just a little thing. You gotta sneak in there while you can. Yeah, so Traveler, he's on a different feeder. The reason we're streaming this one is because this one, come on. I know, meanie, you had to come check on it. So the reason that we were streaming this one instead is this is the busiest one right now, but Traveler is up in his other little tree in his normal spot. Right now it's very hard to tell. We usually will get a real big boom of them migrating south in the early part of September. I would say right now, oh, that was a male. He just got fussed at by the, come on. Okay, so that was the female that actually runs the feeder. Got a very long stripe of white by her eye. So I would say with about 6 feeders, we probably have twice that in birds, so at least a dozen birds right now. Usually you'll see about 3 of them around a feeder. Some of those are going to be ones that aren't watching over the feeder and they're actually just trying to get in and get a drink. So what I'm going to do right now is this one is pretty tapped out. That's a male behind me. So this one's pretty tapped out. I'm going to put some fresh nectar over here in a different feeder. And what I do is I try to rotate these out immediately and put a fresh one up when I take the old one. So I usually will have double the feeders that I actually need. And this is because they'll come back and look really confused and kind of be upset, it seems like, when you take the feeder away and you don't immediately replace it. They'll be looking for the feeder. So what I'm going to do right now is replace this one with a fresh one. We're going to put this one up. Let's see if we can still see it. There you go. So you won't be able to see the back one, but you'll be able to see these. Yeah, that's one thing we've definitely noticed over time is with these, the males are smaller than the females. So you'll hear once you get used to listening for it, you'll hear a complete difference in the way it sounds when a female versus a male flies up to the feeder. So the males are going to sound higher pitch. They're going to sound kind of like an insect buzzing in. And the females are going to be kind of a dull, low hum. So make sure to listen out and see if you can hear the difference when they fly up to the feeder. All right, come back to your feeder, little missy. are being silly and just barking. All right, everyone. I'm going to call this an evening. Birds have went to bed for good. Looks like haven't seen any more activity for a few minutes. Been very quiet. So yeah, he's barking. He's ready to go. He usually for our time he'll go walk close to 8 o'clock, get all the evening chores done, and then take him for a walk. Um, so he's definitely ready to go. But yeah, no activity right now. Everybody seems to have gone to bed, so we really appreciate you watching with us. And hopefully, we'll be able to stream again pretty soon. Again, it's been raining quite a bit here. We're really grateful for that. Wish we could share it with everybody. Um, but lots of rain, so it's kind of prevented us from streaming, and also getting things done around here has kind of held us up as well. Um, like to stream so that we can say hi to everybody and also, chat with you and kind of tell you about what's going on with the hummingbirds, things like that. Um, but for right now, we're going to call it an evening. And again, we really appreciate everybody coming and chatting with us. And even if you're not chatting, just watching and sharing the hummingbirds with us. Whether it's one person. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. Whether it's one person or multiple people, we really appreciate you watching with us. Again, just started streaming this so we could keep an eye on how many hummingbirds we have and their activity levels, and it's been really fun to share it with everyone and let you come along and see the birds with us, especially those that live in an area that may not see hummingbirds or that may not see ruby-throated specifically, and just to share them with you and tell you kind of a little bit more about their characteristics, their behavior. Um, yeah, it's you have a good evening as well, and hopefully everybody's had a wonderful week so far, and continues to have a good weekend coming up, and hopefully for those of you that are seeing hummingbirds, that you'll get a little bit longer with them before they migrate through, and even though there's some people that might see them year round, but I know a lot of us are going to be seeing. Well, hey Ginger, good to see you. I was just kind of signing off, unfortunately. Um, Everybody went to bed so far, so seems like by 7:30 now they're pretty much gone to bed. Um, so I'm gonna try and say from now on, if I'm gonna stream, probably is gonna be between uh, like 6:30 to 7:30 range. So usually starting around 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Expect to see something around then if we're going to stream again. A good way to be notified is there's a little notification bell for when we go live or we post videos, and that might help if anybody wants to tune in. But again, hopefully everyone's had a wonderful week. I'm going to go out here, get the chores done, and see if Baby Bunny will come up. Didn't see it. Yeah, hopefully if you're 2 hours behind us then, or an hour, I can't do adding my numbers up today either. Goodness gracious. But I'm gonna look and see if we can see Baby Bunny. Wasn't out yesterday evening. We kind of stagger now where it's usually um, every other night we'll see the bunny. So hopefully we'll catch it around here somewhere. It sometimes likes to go down there by the chicken pen. So again, hopefully everyone has a wonderful evening. Hopefully you have a wonderful weekend coming up. And oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate everybody listening in. Again, I know I ramble. I'm very sorry about that. Um, but yeah, Baby Bunny is really cute. We really love having it around. Not sure if it's a male or a female, but love just seeing the little rabbit wait on us and be so comfortable with it. Yeah, and hopefully we'll try again tomorrow evening to stream. I know Saturday we're going to be pretty busy, but other than that, uh, we'll try to stream again, like I said, about 6:30 Central. Look around that time and check on the page and see. Anytime between like 6:30 to 7:30, that would be about the time frame we'll be streaming. Um, so far, mainly just hummingbirds. When we see the baby bunny, it's usually going to be later on after the hummingbirds have went to bed. So stay tuned. Um, sometime after like 7 o'clock range. If we cut the hummingbirds off, we'll probably go over to streaming the bunny if the bunny's out with us. But definitely trying to stream the hummingbirds a lot more, as they're going to be leaving us probably about mid-October. So our big boom, as I kind of mentioned earlier, is going to happen around September. Usually the beginning part of September, we're going to get really, really busy. And last year got some really good videos of them at the other feeders down the road. And that was really neat. There were so many of them. It was really busy. And that was the most I think I've seen by far out here. And hopefully, yes, I know. Hopefully over the fall, we'll work on the hummingbird garden some more. We finally got our tin in, so we're going to build I'm not as skilled with that. My husband is going to help build a little gazebo where we can put some chairs out there. We're going to put some lattice work in the back, and we're going to plant the Carolina jessamine. It's a really nice running vine with yellow flowers. It's a native flower. We're going to plant those and let them run up the lattice. Our morning glories finally bloomed. We've got some that are a red morning glory. They started to bloom, and the red salvia also still has a few blooms on it. They've been going to the Rose of Sharon a lot, and surprisingly, one was over by my mother-in-law's zinnias the other day. That was pretty neat. But other than that, yeah, the hummingbird garden, hopefully get it a lot more cleared out, and then get some more flowers out there so that not only do they have the feeders, but we'll also have that nectar source area for them as well, and keep them, with a lot of stuff around the area. One day, the dream would be to actually plant a big field of pollinator friendly flowers for everything, not just hummingbirds, but our bees, our butterflies. Right now, if you live in an area where you see monarch butterflies, please do your best to help those butterflies out. They're having a really hard time with the monarch numbers right now, and do your best to plant some flowers for them and provide sources for those butterflies to go to and to have a safe environment, and do your best to help pollinators out, and especially bees. Right now, not much out for the honeybees for us. Really haven't seen them a lot, but even just letting some clover sprout up in a part of the yard. They really love white clover here. The honeybees will go all over that, and a lot of the places around here that sell honey, you'll see clover honey. That's a big thing. But again, just take care of your pollinators, not just your hummingbirds, but your butterflies, your bees as well. They all have a important part of everything. And yes, anybody, if you've got your flowers out and you're planting them, keep it up, keep doing a good job, and make sure also to provide water sources for them as well. And again, I know I've rambled, I'm sorry, but it's been good to have everybody here, and definitely getting dark. Need to go get on everything, get chores done, get everybody fed for the evening and put up. But hopefully everyone has a wonderful evening. We will see you again next time, and thank you so much for joining us. Oh, I was trying to wave. Goodness gracious.